Nick, right? Yeah. Nick, I think your mom's probably seen it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few times, right? Okay. Hi, I'm Bridgett. I'm going to tell some jokes. Yeah, hey. My dentist went to my comedy show recently, and I think she was offended because she left right after my set. And I told my dad, I was like, my dad hates dentists, and he was like, oh, well, next time you see her, she's really going to clean out your mouth good. I have a new coworker, and her name is Peggy, and Peggy comes up to me. I work as a sample girl. Most of you already know that. And Peggy comes up to me, and she introduces herself, and I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, oh, great to meet you, Peggy. It's so nice to meet you. Where are you from? She's like, California. I don't really know what else I'm allowed to say to Peggy because there's just so many things you can't say to people now, you know what I mean? I'm like, what part of California, Peggy? And she's like, oh. And then she's like, what did you do in California? And what brings you to sampling? And she's like, well, I was a photographer in California. And I'm like, oh, awesome. Like a California, like in Los Angeles or something? Like you can take my headshots for my next gig. And she's like, no. And I'm like, where were you a photographer at, Peggy? And I'm like, oh. She's like, I was a photographer in San Francisco. I'm like, but anyway, my joke about Peggy is that Peggy comes up to me and I'm like, Peggy, how long have you been working at this store? Because I've been working at a lot of different stores. And Peggy's like, I've been working at this store for 3 days. And she's like, I don't really know if I can handle it. I'm like, you can't handle being a sample girl? Do we need to go over some things? And Peggy was like, I'm like, I wonder what's wrong with Peggy. But anyway, and then she was like, basically Peggy was like, I want you to call up the boss and tell him I need more money right now or I'm going to quit. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. So I dial up the boss and I call him and I say, hey, I'm like, boss, I'm like, I won't use his real name, but anyway, I go, hey, boss, yeah, I have Peggy here. And Peggy's like, oh, Peggy needs some more hours or she's going to quit. Okay, thanks. And then the boss told me to tell her. He said, just tell Peggy she can go ahead and quit right now. Not what she promised, all right? My friend had 4 kids. She said 4 kids now. And we were talking about it. And every time she pees, she leaks a little bit. This will happen to you ladies as you get older. You know, it's kind of embarrassing. And I was like, what if you could just go back and sue your ex-husband for causing your vagina to be so loose like that? And so now she's going to small claims court and pressing charges. All right. I got one more joke and then I'll get out of here. I'm dating this guy and he was like, I'm going to go on vacation to LA. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And we're like not dating exclusively yet or anything, which is I guess what I should tell you before I do the story. But anyway, he was calling me every day and texting and being really good about it, right? But then like on the 3rd day in this trip to LA, he calls me. Well, actually I get a YouTube video and he's like, it says like, press here to find out what I've been doing in LA. And he's massaging naked women. Oh, it gets better. And rubbing oil on them. And then lighting them on fire with these things called the cups, you know? I don't know. And he's like, I'm going to try that on you. I'm like, no. Hell no.
Swerve.
Swerve. All right, that's all the jokes I have tonight.